All right. Well, let me grab a coffee and then we'll begin. And I'm not going to be able to play music because no matter what music I play on YouTube, stuff that says royalty free, that gets banned. Even a specialty service that provides royalty free music, that's all they do outside of YouTube. I played yesterday and that got red flagged. So no music. Boo hoo, YouTube. But, anyways, BRB, let me reload and we'll get going. Yeah. You guys ready? All right. I got to find my chat. One chat's over there. I have you guys there. Not going to be able to play music because no matter. Wow, then there's quite a lag in time today, huh? All right, I got to bring up the chat. YouTube. Go live. Here we are. All right, good. All right. Never mad at the fact he's corrupt like a senator. All right. All right, cool. I will do the marky. I just marked the beginning. All right, I guess we have to go. Go. Hey, welcome to Forex.Today, the YouTube community of more than 20,000 foreign exchange traders. We gather here today to conduct technical and fundamental analysis with the overriding goal of planning our trades in advance because trading is risky and not appropriate for everyone. Your past performance, good or bad, is not necessarily indicative of future results. Please stay small, stay humble, focus on the long term, never risk money you cannot afford to lose. Hey, my name is Wayne. Good morning. It's cold right? It's cold here in Georgia. Cold morning, blue skies though. That shows you high pressure. Yeah. Anyways, cold, but you look smoking hot. Wow, look at you. All right, so what do you want to do today? You want to do some gold, some oil, some Bitcoin? Yeah, well, sure. Okay, sure. I'll do whatever you want. We will go through the charts one at a time. We can cover the stock market if you want. Really, anything. Anything's fair. We have some retail sales today at 8:30, which is about 22 minutes, 21 and a half minutes from now. That's cool. Yeah, is it important? Sure, it's important. I don't think it's overly important right now. We got other things on our mind, but it will lead to some volatility. So, very cool. Andrea said, hey, your video yesterday made me decide to buy Investor Bootcamp. Yeah. No, you don't buy it, you become it. So anyways, welcome, Andreas. So very cool. That'll that $88 you're investing will go into my yellow Lamborghini fund. Yeah. Yeah. So people think I'm cool. Right on. Nice. So yeah. So let me point you to some resources that are made available to you over the 20 years of me doing these live streams. We all need a broker. Trader's Way is a good broker. You should check them out. Open up a demo account. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, I recommend them. You should check them out. Another resource I want to highlight today is my group. Right now, it's just a handful of people, very small group. It'll never be a big group, but I'd like to add a couple more people. The Council of Investment Advisors. How does it work? Well, first of all, you learn how to manage money and build and construct a portfolio and manage it. Do you want to be a money manager? Yes or no? Do you want a track record of managing money? Would you like to manage money for a couple of years and then be able to claim that you participated and that this is your track record? Well, this is a platform for you. Truly a council. You know how it works? I ponied up $50,000 to start this group, put it into a Wall Street firm. It's in my corporate account. And on our first meeting, the council invested $10,000 more. And I think I popped in $7,000. I think so. There's another $7,000 in there ready to go for the next main council meeting. So this is real, dude. Like, real. If you want to learn by doing, okay? And look, it's not trading, it's investing. So even if you know very little about stocks and the stock market and retirement accounts but you do want to be an institutional investor, you might want to manage money. You might want to create an endowment so that your money can contribute to nonprofit groups and charities. If you want to become a Rockefeller type person where your money outlives you and continues to give and make the world a better place well after you're gone, your money can live forever and contribute to society. Yeah. Or if you just want to be a money manager. All of this CIA is for you. investorbootcamp.com/CIA. It's not right for everybody, but it's right now. Okay. I'd say like there's 2 seats open if you want to join the committee. Okay. And yeah, my money, real deal, real experience. It's as real as you can get. Other resources are available. You should look at the description below the YouTube video, and you'll see there's a link to Trader's Way. There's a link to Investor Bootcamp. 90-minute video on trading stocks. Yeah. You should watch that, for example. You should watch that video. If you're interested in the CIA, watch the video and see the kind of discussions that we do. And you're like, dude, that's really mathy. You don't need to understand the math, but you need to understand what the math is telling you. Okay? There's a free 90-minute lecture on fundamental analysis, all kinds of, here's a free Forex trading course. There's so much going on. Oh, and then you should check out FX Bootcamp. It's back. Yeah. Look at that. It's performance coaching. It's not a video training course. Yeah. It's beautiful. So if you want to increase and improve your performance, now, if you want to learn how to trade, Investor Bootcamp's for you. Check it out. We'll have an official launch very soon, but it's good stuff. All right, so let's get on with it. So it's 8 o'clock in the morning, and I've been going at it for hours. Yeah, going at it for hours. So it feels like lunchtime already. Maybe I should move to London. Kendo, it's automated. He probably doesn't know how to run the installer properly, so I'd have him watch YouTube videos. I'll tell you what he's doing wrong. The installer comes out, and probably on page 3, this is the installer software, there's a little next button, and it says, where do you want me to install the software? You know what he's doing? Clicking next. So it installs all the files in his download folder. Well, that's not where you install them. And so, yeah, so usually what someone does is just goes to YouTube. Where do you install these things? And you know, but anyways, so you install them here. So you copy your MT4 folder, copy the address, and you pop that into the little software window. Paste. And now, because I don't know where your friend has installed MT4 or MT5, right? So it's probably that Kendo. You see? Yeah. So again, what I did is you go File, Open Data Folder. There's your data folder. Now from there, the installer says, okay, so where's your data folder? It's here. Okay, now it knows, you know, it puts profiles in the profile folder. It puts templates in the template folder. It opens MQL4. It puts EAs in the expert folder. Okay. It puts indicators in the indicator folder. So it knows all that, but it doesn't know where you installed your platform. So you have to tell that. Well, Andreas, you need MT4 or MT5. What broker? I recommend Trader's Way, but it's not a requirement. Yeah, Steve. Steve. Well, you've emailed me a couple of times, so I'll check it out. It's on my to-do list this morning. Okay, I got you, dog. I'm on it. Yeah. All right. So anywho, let's go through them again. I kind of just want to, honestly, wait for retail sales before I start going through all of this. Yeah, I don't want to do anything until the retail sales come out, because we'll go through all the charts and then retail sales will come out and we'll probably have to go through all the charts again. I think I just want to wait for retail sales to come out. So what should I do for 15 minutes? You guys want to look at Quant Box? Why don't we pull up Quant Box? Look at the pretty colors. So I was talking about this yesterday. You have been presented with a choice. And I'm very serious about this choice. you either accept artificial intelligence and automation as a means to make better trading and investing decisions, or you get left behind. That's it. You're either in or you're out. So the markets haven't quite opened yet. And when you do an evaluation of short-term, medium-term, and longer-term, there's a slight risk-off bias to the long-term. But there's a huge caution flag of no fundamental underlying trend. So there's lots of profit taking, there's lots of rotation, there's lots of relative strength, but no underlying investment theme. That's the first thing you need to know. So you got to be careful. But this did turn risk off today. Now, how does it determine these things? Well, first of all, it looks at different time frames. So daily, weekly, and monthly. It looks at the SP500, the yen, yields, the dollar, gold, and volatility. Volatility has gone up across the board and is negative, for example. Okay, yields are starting to go up again. Not today because it hasn't opened yet, but yesterday yields were up pretty significantly. Not quite on the weekly basis though, and not quite negative yet, but that'll probably turn negative soon. And is up significantly for the month. Remember, we were at 3.65. There's been a 3% increase in the 3.65 to get us over 4.0. Well, that is negative. So we're looking at all these different, this basket of indicators, and we put them together into a logical investment thesis. That's called a trend. Okay? So Galactic brings up a good point. Yeah, but wait, but if we already know the Fed will cut, wouldn't that be the fundamental theme? Wrong. It's not right. It's somewhat right, but not correct. So, for example, I'll give you some facts. Here's what's actually happening, okay, Galactic Cruiser? Okay, so with Quant Box, we actually tap into the central banks themselves. So let me load. This is a database. This is not a website. It's not loading pictures. This is loading the data. All right. So when we go into the Fed, this is what the Fed has told us. Okay? That's factual. Now, let me tell you what the market's doing. Okay? Now, when you go here, you have, right? March, a rate cut. May, another rate cut. June, right? We're already at 4.5 to 4 3/4 by June. By the end of the year, okay, we're way down here, below 4.0. Okay, Galactic, now pay attention. The market thinks we're going to go from 5.5 to 4. 1.5% decline in Fed funds rate. That's what's being priced in. We go to Quant Box, and that isn't what the Fed thinks. The market thinks one thing, the Fed thinks a different thing. Okay, so by and large, they are wrong. So now they need to adjust. Okay. The Fed will get to that rate by 2025. The market is pricing in that they'll do it in 2024. It's not correct. As of right now, you're like, well, the Fed's wrong and they'll change. As of right now, Quant Box is factual. This was pulled from the OECD, who then pulled it from the Fed itself. This is as factual as we can get. The market is guessing, and there is a mismatch. It's not that they're going to cut Galactic. It's that they're not going to cut 6 times. So you're like, so they're going to cut. Yeah, they're only going to cut 2 times. The big rally was based on 6 cuts. That's not going to happen. And now people are going to start saying, okay, it's not 6, it's 3 or 4. Well, it's still not correct. So the fundamental valuable information is not the cut. That's amateur. No. That was so several months ago. So to be smart money, you have to understand that this is wrong. And yeah, this could be wrong because as we get more data, the Fed's going to update. This is not going to update until the March meeting. So this is our current laws of the universe. And what the market is thinking looks more like this. If I were to get, let me get the sort of the red tool. The market is pricing in something like, okay, like a decline like that. The slope is way off. And the pace is off too. So it's this spread narrowing. Oops. Okay. That is what's happening. Trying to make this 2 arrows. Okay. The spread. Okay. Kendo says, Wayne, based on your weekly bias, do you think we're going from this week's M3 down to M1? Well, if you sell at the M3, your target's M1. There's no thought. That's the strategic pattern. Yeah. So it's like, is your top M3? Well, then the bottom is projected to be somewhere between M1 and S2. Which one? Well, M1 is the conservative target. S2 is the aggressive target. But there's no opinion at that point. The opinion comes from, are you a bull or a bear? After that, the tactics are all the same. Oh, yeah, I forgot about oil. Look at that. Ooh! Yeah, so I want to do that now. So we'll get, thank you, Quant Box. Okay. Jordan says, at what point do you shift your bias? It's just fundamentals, monetary policy, and seasonality. That's it. Like with technical analysis, all I need is price action and pivot points. On the fundamental side, right? I need monetary policy and seasonality. That's it. Those are the 4 things. You can construct a billion-dollar empire with just those 4 things. But you also have to be above average good looking. It's a requirement. All right. Yeah, so I wanted to go to the commodities and I wanted to go to the oil, and this has piqued my interest. Come on down. So the market is definitely bearish. We know that. There's no doubt. But I am interested once again in down in here. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, Richard, we already knew that though, Richard. Yeah, that's not new. Okay, we're about 90 seconds away now from retail sales. So anyways, I just want to point out my oh my WTI is interesting. Watch the psych level, all that kind of stuff. Let's zip over to the dollar. I guess we'll go. Yeah, but once again, we also already knew for months that China was slipping. Okay. We already knew the UK economy sucked. I mean, dude, right? None of this is new. All right. So who should we watch? What should we watch? Euro dollar? I guess so. What an ugly chart. Ugh, I wouldn't want to be trading this if I were me. Okay, retail sales, retail sales. Yeah, let's go over to Aussie, see how that works. So once again, I'm going to have to move my target. I'm almost there. Delete. I'm almost to target. Short at, what is that, 67. We're at 65.5. So about 150 pips profit. Okay. Emerald's like, hey, Kiwi week. Once again, not new. Not new. We are now through our swing target from Thursday. Through our most aggressive target. You're welcome, everybody. Everybody here should be a member of the Investor Bootcamp Swing Trading Group. Every single person. We spent 2.5 hours going through, was it 2.5? Maybe 2 hours. 2 hours yesterday going through the economic reports. Yeah. I mean, look, here's the first thing. You join Investor Bootcamp's swing trading group. The first thing that's going to happen is that you will start to do the economic and fundamental research that you're supposed to be doing. You will instantly become one step closer to a professional trader, a quote unquote real trader. You will start to actually do the work, but I do the work with you. So I do the work. I download all the reports. I read the reports out loud. I discuss them about what I think and what's important and how to interpret all the information. But this is what you're supposed to be doing on your own if you were a professional. But you're like, wait, I don't have a Harvard degree in economics. Well, I do. So let's just work together. Dude, I don't know. I don't know how many other YouTube gurus do stuff like that. But you need to join. In fact, that reminds me, would you guys like to know which reports? How many people here would like to know which reports that are review and where to download them for free? You can have all the information just without my personal feedback. My personal feedback is what costs money, right? I'll tell you what reports are important and you could read them. 0.6, thank you. There, I cleaned up the blog a little bit. It's prettier. This is what we did yesterday. Okay? Here's all the links. So if you click on European retail sales back on the 8th, there it is. If you want to subscribe here, every Tuesday you'll get the list. Totally for free. But of course, if you attend the meeting, we'll read them all together and I'll tell you what's important. And you'll learn how to become kind of an analyst, I suppose, right? So that's where you sign up, by the way. Get the link list for free. Cool. Nice, right? It's an improvement, I think. Oops. Cool. Anyways, that's the good work that we do over there. So with that kind of information, we say up this week. Our trade plan for this week was up. Our trade plan, if I zoom into a smaller time frame, was somewhere around 134 to 133.70. We buy. And our target is up here, 135. So it was a 150 pip move up, and our shortcoming is it went a little higher than that. It went more like 200. Sorry. That's because last week was a slow week. So now this is, right? Cool. Oh, I missed the comment there about who said it. Richard says, "What is high impact data?" News. Each individual piece of information is only volatility. It's only a vol. Okay. Like for example, retail sales came out now. And now you're interested in selling the Kiwi dollar? That's just ridiculous. I'm not saying you. I mean you, meaning the unknown, the unknown trader, right? They. How about they? Okay. Look. Now you want to sell the Kiwi dollar. Now. You didn't like it yesterday, the day before that. Now, really? Like to me. This candle, yeah, okay, it's a little bit bigger than the other candles, but it's so irrelevant. It's crumbs. It's crumbs. Okay? 6 months ago, okay, let's say in July, I declared dollar would get strong this period. Okay, so how much do I care about this one candle because retail sales came out? Well, shouldn't you know this? Right? Like, what? Like, who cares about, But what I said earlier in the Quant Box session, because I did a Quant Box thing 2 hours ago, we're like, look, retail sales is going to create some volatility, but it doesn't really matter. It's not going to change opinion at the Fed, and it's probably not going to really change anyone's opinion right now in regards to how many cuts are coming. They're already questioning their old opinions, and there's nothing likely to occur in retail sales that would change their opinion. So they're just going to kind of do what they were going to do anyways. So you're like, oh my God, it's 0.4 versus 0.6. Really? That dictates your world. That dictates your world as a Forex trader? Really? You should know this stuff. Okay? So news is news. This is fundamental. So I said you need to know two things, right? Like macroeconomics that leads you to an understanding of future monetary policy. Okay? So we'll call that money policy. Is this money policy? Policy. I misspelled it horribly. Anyways. I can't do two things at once. All right, so money policy. Is this monetary policy? Sorta. This was misguided enthusiasm based on hopes and guesses, which we talked about at that time. They're just simply wrong. But it's the market, so you don't trade against the market. Okay? But has there been a change since December 5th to today? No, not really. Not really. I mean, whenever the Fed meeting was, so maybe this was the Fed meeting. Oh, it was the 12th, right? 12th or 13th. So let me change what I just said. Has there been any change since here and here? No. Nope. No monetary policy change. Nothing's changed. Oh. Okay, so what's the next one? Seasonality. Okay. Does seasonality dictate this coming down? Well, if I can give you a 6 month more, right? How about this? I want you to answer this in your mind or type it, whatever you feel comfortable with. If I could tell you that 6 months in advance, is that worth $79 a month? Or do you prefer just guessing or freaking out about retail sales? How'd you like to know a high probability of that move happening 6 months in advance, 3 months in advance, 2 months in advance? That's what Quant Box does. That's just one of a bajillion things. Like, you don't know that? Then how could you possibly trade? I don't think you can. I think you're always going to get stuck here trading the volatility of retail sales, but you don't know the way the market behaves. This is price versus market. You don't understand the Forex market and really the investing cycle. Okay? And so you should just say, oh, well, I'm interested in adding that component to my trading and investing. Yeah, you should. That's just Quant Box. Let me tell you, it cost me a heck of a lot more than $79 a month. Right? So this is just your chip in for the ride. Huh? That'd be great. Right? It made me think of, I said, this is your chip in for the ride. And then I think of the mud flaps on the back of big rig trucks. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, no. Well, we shouldn't make it too big of a deal. I appreciate that. Too good to be true. No, it's just true. It doesn't predict the future. There's no assumptions built into Quant Box. It doesn't predict anything. But it organizes all the resources and all the numbers, and you have all the facts. That's all it is. Just the facts, ma'am. Right? Too good to be true would be predicting the future. This is not a prediction. I've been doing this for 20 years. But a couple of years ago when we launched Quant Box, honestly, the first thing I did is look at seasonality to see if what I've been doing was correct. And it just turns out, yes, it was correct. Now, I had to see the pattern. And you can't imagine how much work I put into learning how to trade Forex. I mean, I'm a silly person. I do silly things. Really, really silly things to learn. And I found this pattern. I don't believe it's arrogance. But my honest opinion is most people would not have gone to that level of work that I did to find that pattern. Now, maybe everybody knows. Maybe it's common sense. I don't know. I don't have any common sense. So I just know the blood, sweat, and tears of extreme levels of knowledge, not knowledge, of drive. But you still don't know. It's perception creates reality, right? So anyway, so Quant Box, I finally put that together and I'm like, Quant Box, give me 20 years of data. What happens to Kiwi dollar this time of year? And it says, down. Oh, sweet. Because that's what I always do. Looks like I've proved myself correct. But it's just facts, right? It's just facts. There's no prediction. So that's what I like about it, because there's still room for me to think. Yeah, saves hours of research. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Yeah, so anyways, it's really powerful. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So anyways, this is obvious, but if you don't have this, then everything else that you're doing is just crumbs. It's just crumbs, right? So, right? I think it's the same amount of work that someone that is trying to make 25 pips right now trading retail sales. The amount of work you put in to make 25 pips is probably even more work than this little trade made 150. You probably did more work for your 25 than I did for the 150. And this is a follow-up trade. The actual trade's supposed to be up here. I mean, this is just a second or third rate position trade. This is the least good trade. But the scalp probably took more work to set up and took more risk and all that kind of stuff, where I'm like, huh. Anyways, so I'll reiterate. Let's go back. I really think everybody here should be a member of an investor boot camp and sign up for the swing trading group. The second thing is, I think everybody here should have Quant Box. And I think most people here are not going to listen to the message. And quite frankly, I think those people will be left behind. And it's not that Quant Box is so amazing. It's just you're choosing not to use artificial intelligence and automation to make you a better trader. I think that decision is you're being left behind. That's it. Yeah. It's a decision. So anyways, let's go back. Let's take a look. Here's our very exciting euro dollar. Okay, so it went down, it came all the way up and came down, and now it's holding. Great. How exciting. Great. All right, so let's back out here. Okay. There's up, which is interesting, right? And of course, just like everything else, this is the strategic outcome. We don't know if reality is going to do this, but like this is the basis of the move that's happening now. So we don't know how it's going to do that, and that's where price action comes in. So you should know that this is the top of the week, and this is the projected target for the week. So you should already know that we're kind of done, right? Okay. The easy low-hanging fruit's done. So can anybody kind of set up a strategy for next week? Dude, I know it's Wednesday, right? Yeah, we're done. So there's this concept here. Okay, an amateur untrained trader thinks like this is Wednesday and I don't know, it's just like sort of every other day. A more experienced trader knows that the logical pattern of the week has been completed. Okay? So think of the mindset of the two different traders. One trader's like, man, nothing happened all day, but retail sales is going to skyrocket, is going to like bust us out, and we're going to have a big day. And somebody else logs in, you're like, yeah, I'm already done. Wait, what? You're setting up your scalp for the week on retail sales? No, the week is done. It's Wednesday. We're done. What more do you expect to happen? Oh, I think it's going to drop all the way. Dude, you should be already on next week. You see? You see the difference? So next week is going to look like this. So this week was predicted to be this, and it happened. Next week will probably look like that, and then down. Huh. And somebody's really excited about scalping today. You're like, okay, well, maybe it does fall. Maybe retail sales was extraordinary. But that wouldn't be probable, right? The probability of retail sales to be extraordinarily outside of trend is not probable. So now you're relying on volatility to make a quick buck, but you're missing the overall picture. And I'm trying to teach you the overall picture, because if you get this right, this idea that like right now the week's done, or where we're going this month, if you miss those concepts, then your scalps, you pick up some pips on the volatility, but you don't even know where we're going, and you don't even know why we're going there. Everything must be super exciting for you, or frightening. But the way I teach trading and investing is this stuff's boring. Forex should be boring. If it's exciting, you're doing it wrong. Okay? If you want exciting, go on a roller coaster. Okay? Cool. So you got to know where you're going and why you're going there. And then you can look at the market and have a better sense of what's going on. So when we look at like a 15-minute chart, and it's kind of, yeah, it went down and it came up and down. All right, there's no doubt. This could go up, this could go down. What I'm trying to say is you should start on Friday or Monday. Actually, we set these things up on Thursdays. But anyways, you should start sort of here and say, my plan for the week, my weekly plan. Now notice that probably 95% of retail Forex traders don't have a plan for the week at all. They're already broke. I'm going to log into my account and figure it out. I'm going to wing it. All right. And then here is your out. That's your target. So the point is, you might treat this situation we're in now, stalled out on your target, differently. Are you surprised we've stalled out for 2 days? No. Why? That's your target, bro. We're losing bears for now. Just like it's exciting to me. Well, I don't want it to be exciting that way. I don't want you to use volatility for excitement and thrills, because that emotion is probably a risk warning. Volatility is risky. Institutional investors do not like risk. Amateurs like risk. It's exciting. You can make a lot of money quick. Well, by and large, retail traders that find that exciting because they can make a lot of money quick, they don't have a lot of money. If you had a lot of money, you wouldn't be risking it, because you would be afraid of losing a lot of money. You can see, like, it's an attitude thing, right? So there's some volatility here. I don't look at that as a great opportunity to make money. I'd rather just do this. Okay. And the money comes from the value. Knowing that is very, very valuable. Trading this volatility at a support area anyways, into something that is probably going to be on trend, with something that's probably already priced in, it just, to me, it is you're looking through a microscope, but you can't see the elephant. Okay. You join Investor Bootcamp and then you upgrade your account. Super simple. Super, super duper simple. All right. So almost target there. They're there. USD yen. Okay. Once again, hitting our weekly target. Okay. But I have to go further out. What I did is I stretched in this conversation. So again, this was Swing Trading Group on Thursday. What I had was, okay, so boy, this would have been 2 Thursdays ago. Oh my God. All right. So if I remember this correctly, okay, we were up here. And what I suggested is we need to come back. Okay. What are the 2 things? One, I expect dollar to go up. You have to remember too, in the Swing Trading Group, I had gone through like 5 other dollar pairs in which I said dollar strong. Okay. This would have been like the 6th one. But we also know, and when I say we also know, if you subscribe to Quant Box, you already know what the yen's going to do. And combining those, that means up. So we have the down into, what is this? The weekly swing. Where did we start? Where did we start? Okay. So what I did then is I moved the weekly target higher. So there's two time frames going on here. Okay. So let me highlight this. Okay. On the first day of January, the market gave to me M2 to M4. That is straight out of the training course. The $88 training course. So again, I would argue, if you don't know this, well, God help you. If you don't know that, oh my God. Okay. But then the second thing is now you got to put it into different investing theses. Theses, not feces. Okay. So this is week 1, expected range. This is week 2. I'm trying to squeeze that in there. Expected range. This is week 3, expected range. And I suppose currently, and this will have to update, week 4, expected range. Okay, those are week by week by week, but we already know what the strategy is. The strategy is here to here. The way it's working out in reality is up, 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 down, down, buy. It would have been nice to go higher, but we didn't quite get there. Up, 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 down, down, buy. And now we're up, 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 up. And we're in a situation where this is what you would think. Now, my experience tells me, well, yes. But we also call this an Arctic turtle. When you have two targets, weekly and monthly targets near each other, someone's likely to stretch out, hit this, and then it collapses. So we might not even get next week. But my point is, boy, you should know the other stuff, huh? Like, how do you trade consistently over long periods of time if you don't understand these concepts? Every day you log in and you're like, oh, we're going to wing it. We're going to wing it. Dude, it ain't going to work. What can I tell you? Okay. Jordan's like, hey, man, I just started watching the swing trading lessons and it's been illuminating. Yeah. You know, I got to bring my lamp down. I have my hidden away in my dresser drawer, my nightstand, hidden away in there. I have my lamp that Harvard gave me, Illuminati. But anyways, like, right? So look, I'm trying to motivate you for you to make a commitment to up your game. You're going to have to make a choice. You need to know these patterns and you need to know why if you're going to be able to anticipate action, price action, market forces. You have to know this stuff. Okay? You have to. Yeah, just like, oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. So pound is weak. Uh-huh. Okay, so anyways, we're on our support. And it's not a good looking asset. It's still, I would say, ever so slightly, hopefully bullish for those that are playing that game. Let's go to the institutional side of this trade. Let me ask everybody here that knows, because they've gone through the training course. If what pivot point is the best selling pivot point for institutional investors that want to be bearish pound dollar? What is the best monthly pivot point? Okay. This one right here, M3. All right. What is if you were going to buy this and you were an institutional investor, smart money, and you waited for days and days and days, what is the best buying pivot if you wanted to buy pound and sell the dollar? What is the best buying pivot? M2. So retail traders are trading in the middle and they're getting crushed. So how do we organize our thoughts to understand what we're observing? Okay. Bulls are buying here. And bears are selling here. And the rest is no man's land, right? No man's land. You're just getting slaughtered. Which one's right? I don't know. Do you know? I can't predict the future. Now, I can tell you historically, down makes more sense than up historically, and I can prove it. And you know I can prove it. I'm just going to tell you. I can prove that I'd rather be a downer than an upper. But I don't know the future. Shoot. Maybe because the Bank of England can't cut rates, that creates like an extra carry trade, and maybe the pound gets stronger as other central banks do slash and burn their interest rates. I don't know. I only know I only know my opinion. I don't know the future. I know the facts, and from gathering the facts, and I got a lot of facts on the UK economy. Okay. And then I look at seasonality, and then I look at the dollar, and then I look at treasury yields and VIX and gold and the stock market, and I look at all of this stuff, and I'd say I'd much rather be red than green. So, for those that don't have a lot of time, you should learn how to swing trade. Okay? And you would play the double top. And your target is here. And you're done. You were done last week. You don't have a lot of time. So you're making trades that just last longer. Well, to have a trade that lasts more than 2 hours, you probably need some information, right? Yeah, we call that strategy. Cool. Okay, and now maybe you're trying to thread some price action into this, and you're thinking on a smaller time frame, you have the down, the up, the down, the up, the down, the up, and the out. And you are worried about this, actually. Well, if you had plotted all this out and explained this to me, I would understand you. And if it didn't work out, it'd be okay. It'd be okay. But of course, we know The most amateur traders are not doing that at all. But yet they expect consistent and positive returns with no strategy and no core information. Doesn't seem logical, does it? Well, once again, if you're not making decisions like this, and you're not upping your game by increasing your training, which is a skill-related thing, sharpening your skills. Many here have gone through the investor bootcamp training courses 2 or 3 times. It's 100 hours. Well, they're going to have sharper skills, right? But also, if you're not automating your macroeconomic research to understand the world around you, you will be left behind. The people that know this stuff will crush you. You will lose. I don't even think it's like a probability. It's like, it's a hundo, it's hundo P. You will be left behind. Unless you are the golden child, the chosen one. You can just log in every day and randomly make trades, and you're going to be consistently profitable over long periods of time with low levels of risk. I think you're dreaming. I think you're dreaming, man. Huh? Oh, but I'm Neo. I'm Neo. I'm the one. Uh-huh. Okay. This is how you trade. Let me show you. Cost you $88. No, Wayne, I don't want to pay the $88. Why? I'm going to make you rich. Oh, you're worried about me. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You're worried about me. All right, good. Well, thank you for worrying about me. I appreciate it. All right. And nice. Aussie CAD hitting target. A lot of crosspair stuff going on. And this is normal when you have mixed markets. Okay. Pound Aussie hitting its target. Very nice. I mean, look at these lessons. Ready? Pound Aussie. What do you learn in swing trading? Okay. Wayne, if I join the swing trading group today, what will I learn? This predicts that. Like, it's not even funny. It's not even funny. Okay. Wayne, if I join the swing trading group today, what will I learn? This predicts that. You should be taking profit. Amateur traders are just jumping in now. You're like, really? Oh my God. How about Euro Aussie? How's Euro Aussie doing? You ready? Wait for it. Wait for it. This predicts this. This is the conservative target. This is the aggressive target. I'm not even joking. Why are you holding yourself back? Everybody here knows it except you. Huh? Yeah, I would not find that acceptable. Okay? And this one's a mess. Yeah, this one's a mess. Ugh. But you could argue it's somewhat okay. This, see how it's not quite right? So how do you handle this situation? Wayne, show me something that's not perfect. Okay. In a situation like this, we are range bound, right? You see? Well, that's why I drew all this down here and drew all that there. But nonetheless, how do pivot points work? How do pivot points help me? Oh, Harsh says, sir, how can I access your pivot indicator? You join Investor Bootcamp and I give it to you included for the $88. All right. How do pivot points work in a situation with no trend? Okay. This is labeled as R1. Can anybody help me? This is called an inside month. In an inside month, what is the probable target? If we start at R1, which we did, can anybody help me? What is the probable bottom? The low-hanging fruit. Yeah, this one. S1. There's no trend. We call that an inside month. Oh. But what I'm trying to tell you is you knew that 2 weeks ago. Meanwhile, some amateur trader might be, let's go into a 5-minute chart, basing all their trades today on some sort of, volatility price action play. They're skippity scalping along. They don't even understand that they're done. The market's done. It's done. The low-hanging fruit has been picked. This is just now noise. All right, well, you can make money on noise. Can you make money on noise consistently and over long periods of time? Yeah, but it will take a lot of your time. It'll take a lot of work. Okay. Now you guys are going to learn a lot about pivot points. Like when it comes to technical analysis, there are 2 things that I need to be successful. One of them is a must-have, and the other one is like really would like. Okay. The first one is you have to understand price action. There's no indicator for it. You don't need any indicator. So right off the bat, if you're searching for an amazing indicator that it will help you predict the future or it puts you into good trades over and over and over again, you're asking the wrong questions. The answer is no, because even if it was a good indicator, you don't understand how the market works. You don't have a chance. Okay, price action isn't an indicator. It's how the market works. So if you don't understand that, forget it, quit. Seriously, go take a real estate investing course. Maybe real estate syndication will make you rich. Or why don't you learn how to trade? Okay? Now, I have to have that. The next thing is pivot points. Okay? Now, I really like pivot points. As I just showed you, like across the board, they were really helpful this month. Great. I'm only talking about charts now. I'm not talking about monetary policy. I'm not talking about fundamentals and all that kind of stuff. If you were just to give me a chart, I need pivot points. I want pivot points, but I have to use price action. And there is no indicator for that. So I could have a completely naked chart. So basically what I'm looking at now on Aussie Swiss franc is a 5-minute naked chart. Sweet, that's good enough. Okay? I have to have price action, and I personally need pivot points. But if pivot points weren't available, I can do pretty okay with just price action because both of these are leading indicators. Okay, both of these are leading indicators. Cool. If you understand both of these very well, then you can add things like oscillators if you want, And I like moving averages, but not too many. And okay, so you could use them, but you could use bands instead of moving averages and all that kind of stuff. That's fine. That's all fine. But you have to understand price action. So let me give you an example. Down, 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 down into a lower low. Up, up. Sell. Okay? Down, down. And there's over and over and over and over again. I guess I could do all this is a 5-minute chart, so I guess you got to layer them all. Down, 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 down. Up, up. Sell. Okay? Down, 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 down. Up, up. Sell. Down, 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 down. Up, up. Sell. Down, 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 down. Up, up. Sell. Down, 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 down. Up, 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 up. Out. Huh. Out. Down, down. Okay. Oh, look, news came out. Yay. Okay. Down, down, buy. Up, 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 up. Down, down, buy. Up, 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 up. Down, down, buy. Up, 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 up. Down, 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 out. Oh, you're starting to see the pattern? Okay, that's price action. You don't know that? You don't know jack. Okay. Cool. Now, pivot points will tell me, like, for example, what if you knew that this price had a high probability of bulls getting out? Then you don't need to suffer the lower low to take you out. You could just get out in anticipation. That's what a pivot point might do. So we can go to insert, okay, indicators, custom, and we can do bias pivots. Nah, we already have price action pivots. So we'll just do good old FX Bootcamp pivot points. Daily, yeah, sure. Labels, yeah, let's throw on some labels. True. Pivot point prices, sure, let's throw down some prices. Why not? Plot the zones, yeah. Plot borders, you bet. Midpoints, gotta have them. All right, the colors are probably not going to work on this background, but let's look at it. Ooh, now, check this out. This is an important pivot point. Huh. Maybe that was the reason people got out. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think about this line in the sand? That's support 2. Do you think that matters? Well, once again, in the training course, you'll hear me tell you, always take profit as a bear. Always take profit at S2. There's also this idea of a counter trend back to the central pivot point, but that doesn't quite fit. I mean, it fits the model. That's actually what happened, but that's not actually the model, but it did happen. Like, you have to understand the weight and importance of this inverse head and shoulders at the S2 and the weight and importance of that line in that context. Okay. This gets interesting. Who knows what happens there, but that's a support pivot. Maybe it acts like support. I don't know. You tell me. Okay. All right. Now, are you ready to be blown away? Are you ready to be blown away? If you already happen to be a bear on Aussie Swiss franc, and I'm already a bear on Aussie, so why the heck not? Then as a day trader, this is your sell zone for the day. And this is your target for the day. And you're done. You're already on your PlayStation 5 playing Call of Duty, not Forex. You're doing Fortnite right now, not Forex. Forex, you're done. Oh, I'm done. You're done. What was this big move here? Profit taking. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you. You ready? I'm going to change my template. Day trading bearish bias. Okay? You see? Look. Bearish sell zone. Okay? Bearish profit zone aggressive. Done. 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 Dude, we can put the words on the chart and we knew it yesterday. Oh, but today's retail sales. Uh-huh. Oh, I made 20 pips on retail sales. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Right? There's got to be a better way, y'all. Okay? Sell, 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 sell. That's tomorrow, by the way. Yeah, so anyways, I'm just suggesting there's more. You might be, right? There's more. There's more to trading. We can go bias pivots here. I guess instead of doing this, I'm just going to change the template. We can go now to weekly, or sorry, swing trading bearish. Okay. So on Monday, this was the sell zone and this was the target. Look at the wick. Now we've revisited again and popped. So on a second day, we're here. And maybe tomorrow we're here. But do you understand that on Friday or Sunday or Monday, your plan could have been sell here, exit here, and take the rest of the week off? Okay? I think that's worth the $88 right then and there. Because you get the pivot indicator included. Why? I'm not in it for the money. The course used to be more than $880. Can anybody confirm that? It was, then I lowered it to 382, I think. I think at one point it might have been 618. It might have been 618. And then COVID hit and I made it 88 bucks. And if that makes me a get-rich YouTube guru trying to get $88 out of a bunch of amateur traders, I think you have a mental problem. Or you've been burned in the past, and I get that. I get that. If you've been burned by gurus in the past, trying to pick your pocket, I get you, man. I get you, but have they been doing it for 20 years? Probably not. So anyways, look, I'm trying to make an appeal. I really want you to join my group so we can work together. Would have been more than 300, Kondo. I don't think it was ever 299. So it would have been 382. Yeah, it would have been 382, and then I dropped it to 88 when right as soon as COVID hit. Boom. Because I didn't want you guys just trading alone, bored at home. flipping a bunch of meme stocks. I was, like, oh my God. We needed to circle the wagons as a community, and that's what we did. Yeah. So anyways, that Dow is busting through. Oh my God, the SP 500 is on the 21. These are important levels. Okay. Cool. So anyways, the market's going to open up in 90 seconds, and I got things to do in this market. I got money to make, and I got money to protect, which means I'm conservative and I'm disciplined. Jordan says, hey, I bought courses for over $1,000 and got bored instantly. Yours is very engaging. And $88 is a giveaway. I honestly look at it that way. But anyways, I gotta go. The market's gonna go in less than 1 minute. So, hey man, again, today was a little preachy. I've been preachy recently. I apologize. But look, I'm trying to make the appeal to new people that are getting thrown around from YouTube guru to YouTube guru to YouTube guru. Look, if you join, you will stop looking for gurus. I'm not your guru, but I'm an experienced trader, and I intend to make a difference. Peace on earth. May the pips be with you. May your profits be above average. I'll see you when I see you.